Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today I want to talk to you about Palestine and freedom for Palestine and the Palestinian conflict. I want to share my unpopular opinion with you, and long story short, I believe the solution to this conflict is going to be through dialogue, through transparency, through fighting for your rights in ways that are non-violent. So I'm going to come at this from an angle of a life coach and one that knows a little bit about the exterior, what's visibly shown, what's apparent, and what is underneath. So I'm going to start with a little bit of a sketch here. So demonstrating what the problem looks like in my eyes and my views. So you have Israel right here. And Palestine on this side, okay? Each one of them is in their own bubble. If you ask the Israelis about, the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, they think they're right, they think they're the victims, they think they're just defending themselves. And obviously the same thing on the Palestinian side, where they see themselves as the victims and the people who need to be liberated, etc. And I'm not saying which one is true, I'm just saying what each perspective is, regardless of where the truth is, okay? Israel is supported with military power, supported by US, the largest military power on earth, and they spend on their military more than the top maybe 3 or 4, 5 countries combined. And recently, with the latest war on Gaza, the worldview has shifted. The people have shifted towards the Palestinian side because of the war on Gaza. Now, this is a development that happened. A lot of people feel with the Palestinians, but still don't know how to help them, how to help them get their freedoms, their rights, etc. So they've won their hearts, but no way, but unclear on their actions forward, okay? Now, the question of Palestine is how to move forward from here. There's a lot of thoughts on this, and they've tried many things, whether it's negotiations with US, Israel, Israel with US, trying to get their rights from the US. There's talks about other countries that could get involved, but I don't think that's a viable solution just because of the current economic, political, status of the world. That said, I think the Palestinians need to fight for their rights, and I'm saying fight, not ask, because a lot of people will say, they might criticize me heavily. After all these wars, after all these crimes, you want the Palestinians to talk with their oppressors? And the ego right here will scream, no, absolutely not, okay? So that's the ego response. But my answer to that is yes, we need to be having open dialogue with your oppressors. And there needs to be 100% transparency, okay? No behind the door secret talks, negotiations. Transparency is key here. And the way we go about this is we address, well, with transparency, because the latest, UN resolutions on the matter is that they broken up Palestine into, two parts, Israeli part, Palestinian part, with Jerusalem having shared custody or power. So I think this is a good starting point, is to have clear items. And this is obviously not something that the Israeli government wants to do, but give legit reasons as to why they are not, abiding by the UN resolution that has been agreed upon. And they will give you reasons. Well, we're surrounded by enemies who want to kill us. They want people. They want to. It really boils down. They want to kill us. They don't want us here. We want to exist in our own country, and if we no longer give Israel these points, like, oh, they want to kill us, and tell them, actually, no, we don't want to kill you anymore. We just want to live in our own land. If we take away these points from Israel, which, they won't, sea of enemies, etc., there becomes no legit excuse to not abide by this UN resolution. It puts the light on Israel because, there is a separation between Israeli leadership who don't want to give Palestine anything. They want to expand. They want to take the entire land. And the Israeli populace who just want to, live, freely, in peace and in safety, etc., in prosperity. What I'm saying is that you cannot have both, okay? You cannot be a good person, and every human wants to see himself as a good person. They want to conceive themselves as a good person. And you cannot be oppressing at the same time. So every time you come up to the Israelis and tell them, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're killing babies, you're killing children, well, they'll tell us, well, we have to do this because we're defending ourselves, blah, blah, etc. It's the same reasoning. They are in this mode of self-defense, fear, whether it's legit or not, but that is where they're coming from. So if we eliminate this, then the Israelis have a choice, whether they want to be good people in their eyes, in their own eyes, okay, or if they want to continue oppressing. If they want to be oppressors, that's fine, okay, but they cannot be seen as good people, good, on the world stage, okay, that the only democracy, blah, blah, blah. No, they're not. They're not good people because they're oppressing others, they're occupying land, they're killing, they're, etc. If they want to be, good people, then they no longer have this excuse, well, we have to. We're fearful, we're doing what we need to do. So it puts them against a choice, and they'll have to make a choice. Yep. I think that's what I have to share for today. Thank you very much for listening to me, and have a good day.